everyone, welcome back. Right, for the last 48 hours I have been fighting with my jelly plate. Now for those of you that don't know, although I should imagine most of you do, that is a jelly plate. It is gelatin, it is, although I'm not sure if they actually use it in the shop bought ones. It's soft, it's flexible, and it is so annoying. 48 hours of trying, of making, of just ruining so much stuff. Christmas. There's a lady called Barbara on Clarity Stamps. I will put a link below. I've watched tons of videos on this, on the jelly plate and how to do it. And it's like, no, and it won't work. And like I say, I have now got a recycling bin full of stuff that I've ripped up in disgust. So, Christmas. I want to make a topper for cards. I used to make cards many moons ago. And I found some out. Like these ones, I've even got the liners in ready. So, that's a 6x6 card. I only have a 5x7 plate. So, I have put a card, that's a 6x6 piece of card underneath, and the idea being I'm going to print out on another. Oh look, see, there's ones that didn't work. I've got tons of ones that didn't work, so I've got another piece which I've cut to size. It's so I can line it up properly. I hope that makes sense. Right, first things first. This is Winsor & Newton Ultramarine. Now, I have discovered a little goes a long way with these things. Oh, if I move it up. And the other thing I've discovered is that my brayer actually isn't good. I know. A bad operator blames their tools. Right, I've got a bit of scrap paper which I roll it off onto. I've also got an art journal book which, if I show you, I roll off some of the lighter stuff onto it, because then that gives me a background for when I'm feeling really, really lazy. Now, a die cut. Paper die cut. See, it's been used a few times. I will show you the making of it. So I'm just going to place that down on the jelly plate, roughly where I want it on the card. Now my fingers are fat, so I use a combination of my fingers and the end of a paintbrush to put all the fiddly bits down. Otherwise I end up with thumbprints or fingerprints on everything, which isn't a good look when you're trying to make something to send out. I know folks like the handmade stuff, but you know, there's a limit. So now this has got a bit warped because I've ripped it off and discussed a few times now. Right, I'm thinking there are some bits which aren't going to stick. I know that. I can see that. But as long as I've got most of it down. There, I think that should do it. Now, the other thing I learnt from watching this lady, how to make texture in a bit of crumpled up tissue. And I'm just, it almost looks like damask or, me, I like to think these look like clouds. So if I do a lot more at the top, actually they could be leaves, couldn't they? Oh, I'm liking that. Right, now, time to peel off tell you what I like about using these die cuts is it actually leaves the emboss, so the bits that aren't cut out, so the bits that are embossed, well on this one anyway. If I lift this up so you can have a closer look. Oh, my semi-leaves on the top. Right, I need to let that dry just a touch. Now, you shouldn't use a heat gun on a jelly plate. It could melt, but it's freezing in here and nothing is setting. Now, I want to blot off just a touch, just to take some of the blue out of it. Okay, now my second colour, I am using a Deco Art Grey Sky, this one's called. Oh. Yeah. It gets all the lumps that you get at the top. Right, let's stick some of that on. Come on. Okay. Let's get rid of it. Ooh. Now, card. If I roughly line it up with the one that's underneath. If it doesn't work, well, I've got one that I sort of did earlier. When actually I thought my video was recording. Do you know when you have one of those days and you think, oh, no. So not only am I fighting with the gel plate, I am also fighting with the camera. I got up this morning and it was the first proper frost. And it was like, wow. I have to admit, I like autumn and winter. Right. Now, the idea being, so I'm led to believe, is the top coat, the grey I've just put on, softens up the paint underneath, which then makes it transfer. There's silence for you Sunday morning. And I'm assuming that by giving this a damn good rub, it generates a little bit of heat which dries it. I'm thinking. I might be wrong. Right, let's give it all. So, and then I can get it all on. So I apologise if the cameras are shaking everywhere. I can be a bit heavy-handed, I know. See, this is where I could never stamp my card directly on there. I am so messy when I get going. Right, let's have a look. Oh yes, Santa. Perfect for a card topper or a tag. You can chop down bits of it. I suppose you could chop down that bit with it and then have Santa on that bit. Either way, that's going to fit on my card. Once I've trimmed it, it's dried, and mind you saying that is dry. Wow. So trim that and that will fit on top of my card. Hey, I've cracked a joke. Well, sort of. I won't get too cocky about this. So there we go. Christmas on a jelly plate. I always miss them. But you know what? That's snow. Well, that's what I'm going to say. Oh, brilliant. Well, thanks very much for watching. Oh, the die. I was going to show you the die, which I now can't find. Right, that particular Santa die is by Cottage Cuts, and it's called Santa Village Scene. There we go. And that's the die, and there was a size on it. Oh, 3.5 by 4 3/4. Yeah, brilliant. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it either entertaining or useful. I have been having so much fun with this jelly plate. Once I've cracked that bit, I've got loads and loads of things to share with you. Right, well, you take care now, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye.